Hey everybody, it's Mikayas here, and we are in the finals of Grand Arena Season 10 5v5, and this is my personal account. This is the solo edition. This is one take only, and this is about to be one hell of a match. We are up against L. Johnson, who has a solid roster. You can see all the shiny Gear 12s, all kinds of stuff, Gear 11s, and all kinds of fun meta teams. And we can also, oh, nope, that's last opponent. Let's see. So we're in the finals, and we can see he has Revan. We can check if he has Darth Revan. I don't see him at the top there, so probably not. Looks like that's a no. But he's got everything else formidable, and so we really want to take this seriously. And we're going to take a peek in here, and we're going to see he cleared us almost completely. I hid my Revan in the back. I had Nightsisters and this Kira team with a couple spare Old Republic. Fun fact, Candy over here is actually a scoundrel, but Karth is not. Although he just was extra and fit in as an attacker there. And then we've got the Nightsisters with Nest. That held for 2 battles. That gives us a little breathing room. And we've got Ewoks here that died. And then we've got, oh no, that's what we already looked at. In the north we had Bounty Hunters with Xeris, and my Darth Revan team with Sidious as a 5th. That was just a plug and play because I don't have a 5th Sith Empire developed yet. And my other Sith have other purposes. And we have a Revan team that has not been touched, although there is 40 minutes left. So we kind of got to get going. We're under a little bit of a time crunch, but let's see what we have to go up against. Formidable defenses, especially considering how much he cleared. We've got a Bounty Hunter defense. We've got a Rex Wampa Chase with Sunfac. I don't recommend putting Rex Wampa on defense, but a lot of people like to do it. That's a fast Bosk. And oh, it's a slow Boba though. Alright, this won't be too bad. How fast is Rex? Super slow, wow. Okay, slow turret. Just take out the Wampa quick. Wampa's pretty solid though. Kind of low offense. Yeah, you don't want a defense cross on a Wampa or a crit chance triangle. This guy has no idea what he's doing with his mods. That's probably what's going to win us this. Which is a great time for a personal plug. My name is Mikayas, and I run a modding service. And you can contact me via Discord at Mikayas #1207. That's 1207. It's all lowercase, or Mikayas mods at gmail.com, or there's a link in the comments to my Discord server, Mikayas Modding Mayhem. And that's all a bunch of fun stuff. In the Discord server, you can come hang out, chat, or message me anytime with any questions you might have, and I'm always happy to help. It's not just a paid service. It's also, I also try and help, give advice, chat about the game when I can, and just a good place to exchange ideas. But moving on, we have some Nightsisters and Nest of his own that we need to get through, and there's a KRU team. So it's a medium tenacity, medium speed Nest. What do we got for sister speed? Not that much. Oops. That's not bad. Yeah, we just outmod this guy. As long as this is going to be our match to lose, we just need to do everything right, and we should be okay. Checking the speeds on some key first order characters. Kylo, first order officer. Yeah, you can see all these speeds are really low. The teams look nice and shiny, but if your mods aren't in order, then you're not going to be that formidable. So let's try to demonstrate that. We don't have our Darth Revan or our Revan to use, so we will be using other things to defeat his teams. JTR would work great against this KRU team. It would also work great against this Bounty Hunter team. I think I would prefer to use it against the KRU team. I'm not sure if that's true actually. There was a lot of Zetas on KRU, but no, I'm gonna use it versus the Bounty Hunter team or the KRU team. That's the question here, people. I'll use JTR versus KRU and hope I don't regret it. So we've got JTR and Scavray. Where's BB-8? Although that's gonna neuter our CLS team. We could do that, but that's a little weaker. Oh boy, this is a tough match. Let's do the Nightsister Nest match first, and let's try our tried and true palp counter for that and hope for the best there. If that fails, we'll still be okay. I probably should be using Treya on this just to not make any mistakes, but let's live dangerously. Let's live on the edge. Let's be bold with this. Let's also filter. And there's Tarkin. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna use. Let's get right in there before I regret this. Alright, get started. Get some buff immunity maybe? No, that's okay. That's an early days. Oh, that's an early plague. Thought we were gonna be able to get the turn reduction first, but we didn't. So we're gonna try and chip away at Talzin so that we can get a death mark on her, or a terminate rather, would be ideal. This is not looking good. We had a really bad start. We could get the terminate on Asajj. Looking at the turn meter, it makes most sense to hit Talzin. Oh, we didn't get the stunned again. Unbelievable. Alright, this did not go well. We might have to force quit this. I can already tell we have to force quit. Alright, so we made a big mistake. Shouldn't have tried that. Now we have no choice but to go in with something else. I am going to take in wow. I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna go for Bounty Hunters next. For Bounty Hunters, I'm going to take in a JTR team. And I am going to hope for the best. I'm a little scared to put Scavray in here, but if I don't save R2, I'm gonna regret that as well. Oh, we'll just play it safe. I don't want to do what I just did. Gotta play it safe. Wiggle, burn, wave the boss. Let's take out Boba first. Who doesn't have that? This is overkill, but sometimes overkill's okay. Let's try and get a stun out. Okay, no stun. That's alright. Low reduction of turn meter. Keep going. Try and get a stun there. That's helpful. Try and get a wave on him. Bosk is already kind of taken care of. Illuminated Destiny. And get a burn out there. And work on Bosk. Because that Cad Bane is managed already. Call BB-8 for the extra turn. Finish him off. Give Dengar a wave. Yeah, that's easy money right there. I could have gotten away with Scav Ray, it looks like, but that's alright. C-3PO actually played a large role in that, so did R2. So, let's see. Now we have this Rex team. I think the best counter to this Rex team is our own Rex team. So, let's get out our Rex, Wampa, and let's make sure we save a CLS team. So we'll probably need our Chase, so we don't want to use our Chase. What do we have for tanks? We do have Old Ben, but we kind of need that elsewhere. What do we have for supports? What are we facing? So Wampa's the real damage dealer. We need to be able to get around Baze and Suntech. We need a Daze. So let's take Rex, Wampa, and let's take Spirit, IPD, and we have the Daze with Wampa. See, I don't want to take Rex because I want to save that for the Triumvirate team. And the Jedi, I need all of them for... We could take Scav Ray. Scav Ray does some damage. Acolyte also does some damage. We don't have anyone else that really strips buffs. We could take Chase, but then we don't have them for CLS team. So I think this is going to be our best move. I hope Scav Ray is the right choice and not Acolyte. Let's try this. We're going to try this. Remove the taunt. Tenacity up for us. And we are going to start working on Rex. Daze everyone. Oh, the tenacity up from their Rex. And then the clear from their Baze. We'll clear their tenacity up. Get their Rex out of here. Okay, that's a good start. We'll start working on their Baze. Oh, see, I knew that was a danger. Taking in Scav Ray. Scav Ray just lets me down every time. She's just always letting me down. She is not reliable. Don't want to hit that Wampa with anything but our own Wampa. I don't want to blow up. Can't land the daze. I know my Rex is gonna die off that. Man, this was brutal. This was a brutal battle. I should have taken in tankier characters, but I set a really tough defense, so I am limited in my options. Alright. So that's that. Oh, and he's just got Phoenix back there. With an Ezra. Alright, so we've got CLS. And we've got Artreya. I don't think he has Revan behind. But I'm also worried because he hasn't even attempted this yet. And he might. He might get it in one shot. So to kill these... to kill that Phoenix team, I feel like we're going to have to use our Imperial Troopers or some sort of Rebels comp. We have a Treya team, a CLS team, a Bastila team. Oh, we have our Bastila team. Forgot about that. I wonder if our Bastila team is tough enough for this First Order team. That's actually going to be a close call. Bastila. Let's see. We have... that is our Jedi team, and he was all gear 12'd and Zeta'd. Makes me really worried. Makes me really worried. I'm really nervous to try and use this team. He has 2 squishies, but he has 2 tanks. We have him so outmodded though. Then the question is CLS or Treya versus this Nest team. Oh boy. I think we gotta try Bastila. I think Bastila can do it. Jedi. This is a nerve-wracking battle. This is one I didn't even want to record, but I'm doing it. Alright. Oh, we're gonna try this. I'm gonna regret this. I am going to end up regretting this. I know it. Oh boy. Let's get the Master's Training on Ezra first. And try and strip that. Let's try and land buff immunity. Oh, we didn't get it. Alright, I want to save that taunt break. Let's go right after First Order TIE Pilot. He's the damage threat. Oh, this is useful. Give one of those to reduce everyone's stuff. Get some foresight up. Get Ezra in on that. Okay, this is going well. See, they're modded so poorly that this might work. I land buff immunity on you? No. I'm still saving that taunt break because I'm worried about getting stuck behind a taunt. But I do think we are so... We outmod them by so much that this is working out pretty well. Okay, so that gets us around the taunt. This breaks that. Okay, now he's got healing immunity, that's good, but he's still got the taunt up, so we want to start working on the Faust. this is where it gets kind of scary. Gonna put that on Anakin, try and get some buff immunity there. Gonna call Anakin for that guaranteed crit. And the healing immunity. I think it's healing immunity. Pretty sure. Oh, we got the stun on Kylo and the taunt off. That's useful. Keep working on Foss, though. Alright, now we gotta get Kylo out of here. Fix the healing immunity thing on Ezra. Put work in. Get one of those down. Now we'll add that to Bastila. That's useful. I'm actually gonna basic here because I want to save the break for Kylo. Kylo's so scary. Oh, we got the stun off. That's really great. I'm gonna call the assist. And this doesn't help anyone. That just gets my defense up. There we go. We got the victory. 59 banners. That was really good. That was a good use of our Bastila team. And again, we outmodded them by so much. Even though we were undergeared, we were able to win that. Now we have to worry about this Nightsister team that we had an initial fail versus. And I have a CLS, a weaker CLS team, and a Traya team. I know the Traya team can kill the Nightsisters. I think the CLS team can kill the Nightsisters. If it's a Revan behind that, well, let's see what he killed my Darth Revan, but not my Revan. What could he have killed my Darth Revan with? His Traya, in theory, or his Revan. I think we use CLS and hope for the best. I'm gonna regret doing this, I know it. I already know it. I'm not even 100% sure how I should approach this battle. If I should stun Nest first, or if I should stun... I guess I should stun Nest first. I don't want Chewie to get dazed. Okay, and then I will give one of those. I'm gonna reduce the turn meter on Talzin. Tenacity up on everyone. Okay, and then that's stripped away immediately by Asajj. Probably should have held my tenacity up. Pretty much definitely should have. Break the zombie taunt. Get hit by that, that's okay. Break the zombie taunt. Again. Okay, we're gonna take a plague to the face. Well, we got her down once. Oh, we got 2 down. Now we want to stop the revives. That's what we really want to do. Gotta get out from behind the zombie. We're gonna stun you because you're oh wow, he's got a lot of tenacity on that Nest. Okay, we need to kill Daka. Can't get plagued though, that's a big problem. Oh man, we are not playing this well. Yeah, this is not going well. Get one of those. We really gotta kill this Nest. Okay. Gonna kill Daka. Try and stun. That's good. Okay, no more of that. That's helpful. crit damage up. Phase needs a turn. Okay, that's helpful. Now we really need to get a big hit. Oh, almost. Alright, I think we just keep killing zombie because we need to get a big hit on Nest. And I know that's going to keep charging up Asajj, but there's nothing we can do about it. Otherwise we won't kill the Nest. Oh my gosh! I didn't expect the hit to be that big. Oh, and that's gonna hit Nest. I didn't want to do that. Oh, this isn't going well at all. We are stuck in a bad spot. You're stuck in a very bad spot. Big hit. Oh, okay. Alright, that's okay. Crit damage up. Oh, can we get that one big hit? There we go. We did it. We got through. Ooh, that was offable. Offable? Offable. That's a new word, everyone. This match is so stressful it has me making words up. Man, that was dicey. That was not good. I probably should have just killed the Nightsisters, and then I would have been able to kill the Nest by landing a stun eventually. But I was, because Chewie has tenacity down, but I was just worried that we weren't going to be able to get that. That was probably dumb on my part. And he's got nothing back there. Oh man. Okay, so now we have to make sure we win this with as many banners as possible. So we've got this Wigs team, and we've got a Phoenix team. So I'm thinking this Phoenix team stands no chance against the Triumvirate. No chance. Let's do that. Train Force. They don't even have Kanan for the counters. So they're dead. This is over. Kind of mostly want to not get Armor Shred. Is that weird? So this was an example of a very stressful war that included some suboptimal play. It's versus a very solid opponent. Very solid opponent. I should have annihilated Ezra. He's the actual damage threat. Or Sabine. That was dumb, but it'll end up not mattering. But man, what a rough matchup. I do not feel 100% confident in the win until I do the math out. So I don't know, this was a fun one. This included some good battles. I hope everyone gained some knowledge from my mistakes. It's possible I played the Nightsister battle wrong. I sort of forgot that Chewie had tenacity down on his basic, that he would probably land on the Nest, and then I would be able to stun the Nest, but I was just really worried about getting countered to death from the Nest. And if we weren't able to stun him, then that's exactly what would have happened. And so I was trying to keep him alive. By doing that, I kept charging up Asajj more and more with each zombie death, but otherwise I would have just only been able to hit Nest, And so it was a very nerve-wracking situation. I'm glad we were able to get through. And now we have this wedge team. Oh, this isn't good. I am 7 banners behind. I'm 7 banners less efficient. If he one-shots this Revan team, in all likelihood, he wins and I lose. Period. It won't even be close. There's no way for me to underman this, really. Not with any confidence anyway. So I could do my own wigs, I guess. That could be a thing. 48 speed. 41 speed. This guy has 194 speed total. I don't care what this Lando has. Can I outspeed 194 total? I could add my Thrawn in. Oh yeah, alright, I got this. Yeah, I got this for sure. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna do wigs, Thrawn. Oh, I want to be bold. I want to do this 3-man fight so badly, but I'm not 100% confident in that. So I think we are just going to add Leia, and then I think we win that. We could add Akbar too, but oh, you know what? Whatever. We're not going to underman it. I'm just too nervous. No, we can underman this. We can underman this. Yeah, we got this. Yeah, we got this. We're going to lose anyway, though. If he one-shots, we lose. Fracture that Han so we don't get stuck behind any taunts. Really want to take Wedge out first. This reminds me of the Wigs meta back in the day. Leave a comment if you remember the Wigs meta. Good times, eh? Alright, that threat's out of there. That threat's out of there. Nice dodge, Biggs. Great dodge. Alright, 58 banners that way. Probably would have been better to go in with 5 and just preserve health and protection on everyone. In hindsight, that's what I should have done. I should have used my Imperial Troopers. Live and learn. This is actually a pretty terrible performance. It's very possible he comes back in these last 13 minutes and full clears. I almost want to record the last 13 minutes and see if he does full clear. I guess I could do an arena climb and you guys can just stop the video if you don't care about the end result. So this has been the Grand Arena matchup. We made a few mistakes. I underestimated the Nightsisters' speed, and as a result, I ended up losing because Talzin went sooner than I thought she would. It's probably because of her second Zeta that grants her that turn meter. But that's okay. We ended up with the full clear. I am so worried that in 12 minutes, at some point, he is going to swoop in, smash our Revan, and laugh at me. Because he was definitely more efficient. I don't even deserve this win if I get it. I'll be honest. I don't. I lost 2 people to that Rex team. And I shouldn't have lost that first Nightsister matchup. Definitely shouldn't have lost that. And I lost a couple characters even in the cleanup. So that was all very bad play that you saw. But again, I had a pretty tough defense with Darth Revan, Bosk, Nightsisters and Nest, Kira Scoundrels, which included L3, is very useful, and Ewoks, and Revan. Mace is a throw-in 5th. I want to do an arena battle, and so like I said, if you enjoyed the Grand Arena and that's what you're here for, feel free to tune out now. You don't have to wait for the end results. Close the video. Thanks for watching most of it. I really appreciate it, but I'm gonna hang out for 11 minutes so we can see the end result, and I guess I'll do some arena in the meantime. I think we can hit this guy. I think his payout's done. I hope so. Nikki, if you're out there and your payout wasn't done, I'm sorry. I can't check right now, but I'm fairly confident it is. So versus this Revan team, I like to climb in my arena these days without using Darth Revan to stay in practice, since I like to keep Darth Revan on defense in Grand Arena. So to fight, what am I fighting again? Revan. To fight Revan, I like to use a Traya lead with a Nilus and a Scion and a Thrawn and Darth Bastila. Now, I actually could use a cheaper counter like IPD or B2 Battle Droid. In fact, I will try it with B2 Battle Droid right here to try and highlight that you don't need a high gear B2 and you can keep Bastila with your Darth Revan. This might fail. This fails against really top modded teams sometimes, but let's give it a go. See if we can get it to work. A lot of this has to do with the mods on your Triumvirate, your Scion, your Nilus, and your Thrawn. So first move with Nilus, we want to do a basic and save our AoE Force Drain for when we can hit more of them. Oh, this has got to be a really slow team. Have not moved more yet. So you put the Fracture on Yoda. That keeps his damage off. You don't want to deal with that. You try and land some of these debuffs on someone, and you try and get rid of some of the Foresight to the extent you can to try and proc Nilus. You're trying to get everyone exposed and debuffed if possible. Try and get a big drain force like that. 4 out of 5 isn't bad. That's pretty good. Sucks that they all countered us when we had the mark on, but that's okay. Take some buffs off everyone. And now every time you hit a debuffed enemy, this is important. Every time you hit a debuffed enemy, you are giving health back to Traya, and that is very important. So the safe play here is to put the Isolate on Revan, swap to Nilus, because then he can't mark again, and you can heal your Traya back up more efficiently. I keep hitting GK with all these basics to ensure that, and we want to heal Traya up most of all. I keep hitting GK with the basics to ensure he doesn't taunt, because if he taunts right before Nilus has Annihilate up, that's sort of the worst case scenario. In fact, even doing that B2 move is dangerous because you don't want them to taunt from that B2 move. You kind of want to save that AoE. I probably should have saved it. That was a risky play. You can also argue that I should have passed it to Nilus for the quicker drain force. You can see he would have got it one turn earlier. And that could be true too. But again, this is a safe play. So here, I'm not going to do the AoE because all that does is risk blocking that Annihilate from Nilus. I'm going to Annihilate the Revan now. And now I'm going to start working on Jolie. You can also start working on Yoda here. I'm just gonna fracture Yoda and start working on Jolie. So you keep Yoda's damage at bay, and you can get held by hatred up. Take the taunt off. At this point, if you make it to this point in the battle, you're safe. See, Yoda's dead now. Jolie might bring him back to life, like once, but I should have swapped to Nilus there too. That was a misplay. Yeah, see, and he brought Yoda back to life, but that's okay. We can easily kill him again. It's not a problem. Running out of time here.
A lot of that's because I have been talking a lot rather than battling a lot. And I'm actually going to put the isolate on GK so that he doesn't taunt. Gonna fracture Yoda. Now he's dead. Again. Annihilate Jolie. Now you're home free. I actually think it's faster to keep clicking than to auto at this point. As long as you have the decisions down. I should have hit Bastila because it would have reduced my cooldown by 1 extra for removing the buff. Probably should have fractured Bastila there too, but that's okay. Then you just finish her off. And as you can see, you don't need anything fancy to beat these Revan teams. Even a G8 B2 worked to clear enough foresight and heal up those little increments with his basic against debuffed enemies. And his debuffs helped proc for Nihilus Force Drains. And there you go. There you have it. You have a nice clean arena victory without the need to use Darth Revan or Revan. You can kill a Revan. So go out there, go to the world, and kill your Revans. Now, to do that, you can see we have 5 minutes left until we're going to see about that Grand Arena result. So I'll explain the mods a little bit. If we go in and we look at my Triumvirate, Thrawn's mods just put as much speed in Thrawn as possible. With the Triumvirate on Traya, you're going to want her full gear. You're going to want 3 tenacity sets on her, and a crit avoidance arrow, a tenacity primary cross, and a protection triangle, protection circle. And you can see this is littered with secondary speed and defensive stats primarily. So you can see that all that percent defense, flat defense, speed. This one's a little out of the ordinary, but it had 17 speed, so that was a good balance out. And if you have some less than ideal secondaries for a particular setup, if that one mod has really high speed, it's okay. It can offset others with better secondaries but lower speed. So it has, you can see 7% tenacity, some defense, and some speed. The offense isn't necessarily bad either because she still does some pretty decent damage when she does her thing. You can see more health, protection, speed, protection, tenacity, health, speed, defense, tenacity, defense, speed. And so you can see like she's a kind of a monster with 37k health, 60k protection, solid 67 speed for having no speed arrow. You know, that'd be 97 with the speed arrow, and no speed set either. So it'd be like more like a 113 with a speed set and a speed primary arrow, right? So those are pretty good secondary speeds. And you can see the tenacity here is probably the biggest key point. 111% tenacity to put it up to 158%. That's going to resist the max health down from Revan, and that's what you really want. So get your trail like this, and then you'll be killing Revans, even with G8 B2 battle droids. But not by herself. She also needs a supporting cast. In addition to the fast Thrawn, you want your Scion to have some tanky stats and speed, right? So I've got a speed set, and then I have a tenacity small set and a potency primary cross. You could also reverse that and do a potency small set and a tenacity primary cross. Either way will be effective enough. I prefer it this way because those are the mods that I had to do it. And a protection primary circle, protection primary triangle. That'll give you the tankiness you need. And the only, I find, most important 6E mod is this cross right here for the added potency. That helps you stick pain. That helps distract the other attackers when no one is marked to go after the Scion, and you can kind of tank a little bit and take the heat off the the other characters you got there, your Traya and your Nihilus and whatnot, Thrawn. So that's very helpful. And next you've got Nilus, and again, tenacity is going to be pretty key here. First we'll do sets though. You want Nilus to be fast. Whole point is you gotta get your Drain Force out there. You gotta get your turns, and you gotta get Annihilate off repeatedly. That's your whole purpose. So damage doesn't matter. No offense stat matters. All that matters is speed and tenacity, and generic tanky stats are sort of helpful but irrelevant because he kind of ramps up anyways due to his passive. So you don't need that tanky of stats. I like a protection circle and a tenacity cross and a tenacity small set, and I have a protection triangle, but in reality I would use whatever triangle is fastest there. I would probably use a crit chance triangle. In fact, I did for a long time because I didn't have a good protection triangle to fit in that slot, just given the balance of all my other teams that needed various stats more, right? So there's higher priorities for that protection triangle, and I think I also used to run him a bit faster, so I took the hit on the protection. But this is a good setup. The keys are the tenacity, and you can see here he's got 118 speed. It's nothing crazy, but it's effective enough. And you can see his tenacity gets up to 118%, and that's effective enough. That potency is not there on purpose, just accidental secondary stats mixed in. You don't need potency on Nilus. A lot of people make this mistake. His Drain Force is not based on potency. If you read it, you can see that for each cooldown increase, reduce the cooldown of Annihilate by 1, 50% chance doubled against debuffed enemies to increase the cooldowns by 1. And that is just a literal coin flip if they have no debuff, and a definite 100% chance if they do have a debuff. It's not based on potency, it just applies automatically. So dump a potency on your Nilus, and you build your triumvirate like this. You make your Thrawn I tried to say speedy and fast at the same time, super speedy and fast, and just have some decent mods on your 5th, whether it's Darth Bastila, B2, IPD, or there are probably others that could work in that slot. Those are the 3 I've experimented with. Darth Bastila makes it, I mean, brain dead easy when you have this mod set up, and especially after her rework. B2 is a little tougher, IPD is a little tougher, but with practice and good tactics, you can pull it off, no problem. Well, it looks like we're gonna have the results. You can see that ticker, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Were we defeated for our first time ever? No, we weren't! Fantastic, everybody. Thanks for sticking with me through that arena battle and battle description. And we can see he could not get through the Revan. With that full clear, we clinched the victory, and we clinched our 11th Grand Arena Championship, counting Season 0. Still undefeated, still in large part due to some fortunate matchups, but I've also had some formidable matches, so I don't know, it's a balance, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to showcasing some more Grand Arena, and hopefully it's helpful for folks. I'm gonna do one more fun thing here. I'm gonna throw in a bonus for anybody who's stuck around till the very end, hung out through this whole video. I'm gonna do something fun here, and we're gonna showcase, I'm not even sure when this person's payout is, so I don't think I'll follow through on the battle, but I'll give it a shot. This is a Darth Revan counter. So what you do is you put some potency on your Chewbacca. And you put some potency on your Han. You can see it's a lot of potency. It's a lot of potency. And then you put some potency on your C3PO. You can see a lot of potency. And it's possible I have too much potency and I could have a better damage to potency ratio. But what really matters is that I hit these exposes. And then Rey's just modded normally. Potency, primary cross, I think. Yeah. And then you go into the battle here. And you're gonna want to get a stun off. You break that taunt. And then check this out. Oh, that didn't work because he blocked one of them. But what you can do I'm gonna do the wave, I think. Give that a wave. Then you can call, say Han to assist, and all these exposes generate turn meter for that res trooper. And so you're just landing these exposes, giving yourself turn meter time after time. Call that res trooper to assist again. Res trooper keeps getting turn meter, and it creates this really cool loop for you. Although I just messed up the loop a little bit. I played it a little too risky. Oh, and it's all gonna fall apart here. Can we recover? That's the real question. We're gonna try to recover. Can we recover? Or is it too late? I think we can recover. I think we got this. Yeah, we're gonna be okay still. Oh, we didn't. We might not recover. We didn't do it right. We should have taken the sure kills a little sooner, rather than play with fire like we did. But let's ensure Thrawn's dead. Let's do that. And then we're still gonna get it though. That's the crazy thing. We're still gonna get this. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we won't. Maybe Darth Revan gets us. No, we're gonna get it. So this would kill it, right? We have 2 moves left. We'd get the stun. I don't want to kill him because I'm not sure my shard mate has payout or not. I can't remember. So I'm gonna let this battle just die out. And you can see I made a mistake. I should have killed the extras a little sooner. The danger with the kill shot is that you can't get 2 exposes, which means you can't immediately get another turn to res trooper. And so then it breaks the turn meter cycle a little bit. And so you need to make sure that either Jedi Rey or C3PO has a turn procced, that their turn meter is full before you do a kill shot, essentially. Otherwise, you run the risk of them taking a turn. The flip side of that is if you don't land a second expose because they resist, then you also don't get a second turn. And then if you left too many alive by that point, you saw that they can sort of get out of hand a little bit. But that's that. That's a neat little trick. For those of you who were kind enough to watch the video and hang out till the end, feel free to use that one. And yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna exit out of here. Forfeit. Out of respect for my shard mates. Respect your shard mates, everyone. And that is that. That is the end of Grand Arena. And we won, folks. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a good one. Bye.